So I'll be going over some Nunchaku that I've never done before. Just a caveat, any martial artist with long nails, if you're going to practice the Nunchaku, you're going to break a nail each and every time, so it's good to have trim nails or something so they don't break. I'm going to be also doing the same movements, some of the same movements from the Nunchaku with a pole, because I've seen some similarities just from doing some of the Kihon foundational exercises. So keep that there. So I'll be swapping out Nunchaku for a pole during some of it. But let's just make sure audio and video levels are doing good. Yeah, we seem to be. Microphone is working good. Let's get to it, everybody. Start from the beginning.
In this lesson, you will learn the Kihon, the fundamental movements of using your Nunchaku. Let's start by bowing, and then move your left and right leg out into your yoi or ready position. And now we're going to perform these movements on the right side and the left side with our feet parallel. But of course, when you apply them, you will be moving around in all kinds of ways. The first is how to swing your Nunchaku in different ways. The basic first swing is the
Keep in mind, I've got a crappy pair of foam Nunchaku because in Canada, solder ones aren't permitted.
Performing a big sideways figure 8, crossing in front of my own throat level. So don't cross it up here or down here. Make sure it covers your center line like this. And notice how my passive hand is by the hip. After 4 of those, I'm going to switch to the other direction. So now I'm going up instead, crossing again in front of my body. Then I move to the outside without stopping, so I'll just keep going this way. Again, even though I am swinging it on the outside of my body, I want to make sure that it touches the center line, because these are movements you will use as
towards the center line, right?
I then do my stop in mid-air, and I switch direction, going to the opposite direction instead. After 4 of those, I go to the inside. So now I'm swinging it on the inside of my body, but I'm still crossing towards the center line, with my passive hand still at the hip. I switch direction, stopping in mid-air, and I go the other way. After 4, we do the last set of swings, which basically makes you look like a helicopter. And still, you want to make sure that you cross the shoulder level, so it's not up here, but it's actually something you could use. Switch direction.
Might have the height.
After 4 of those swings, you just grab it by the hip. So you swing towards your hip and open up this way. And then the closer to the string you grab, the safer you will be. And then you can just adjust it like this. And that's why in general, Nunchaku will get thicker towards the end. So you can grab it safe. And after you grab it, you will then repeat these swings on the other side. So go directly from right to left.
The swings on the other
So, lift
side.
it up, push your right hand by the hip,
Let's
and start swinging. First the ayafuri, the figure 8.
I'm going to switch to pole and then I'll
This lesson, you will
switch
learn
back to
the
Nunchaku again.
fundamental movements of using your Nunchaku. Let's start by bowing, and then move your left and right leg out into your yoi or ready position. And now we're going to perform these movements on the right side and the left side with our feet parallel. But of course, when you apply them, you will be moving around in all kinds of ways.
Some of it's going to be two-handed and some of it's going to be single-handed with a pole.
The basic first swing is the ayafuri, the figure 8 swing. So I'm going to start on my right
So
side.
figure 8 I can do with 2 hands, or I can do single hand. So this is pretty similar. I've done this before. Figure 8 with pole.
Make sure it covers your center line like this. And notice how my passive hand is by the hip. After 4 of
keeping
those, I'm
that
going to switch to
passive hand.
So now
This
I'm
is
going
the
up instead.
life-giving
Crossing
hand.
again
This is
in
the
front of my
death-giving
body.
hand. En note, yo note.
I move to the
In
outside
some circles.
without stopping, so I
Okay.
just keep going this way. Again, even though I am swinging it on the outside of my body, I want to make sure that it touches the center line. Because these are movements you will use
Now
as
that
a
reverse one
then
I've
do my
never done
stop
before though.
mid-air, and I switch direction, going to the opposite direction instead. After 4 of those, I go to the inside. So now I'm swinging it on the inside of my body, but I'm still crossing towards the center line. With my passive hand still at the hip, I switch direction, stopping in mid-air, and I go the other way.
Switch.
After 4, we do the last set of swings, which basically makes you look like a helicopter. And still,
Helicopter spin.
cross the Jordan level, so
Pull.
it's not up here, but it's actually something you can
Done
use.
helicopter spin with pull
Switch
before.
direction. After 4 of those swings, you just grab.
Try and make it a
So you swing
more
towards your hip
horizontal.
and open up this way. And then the closer to the string you grab, the safer you will be. And then you can just adjust it like this. And that's why in general, Nunchaku will get thicker towards the end. So you can grab it safely. And after you grab it, you then
Nunchaku.
repeat the swings on the other side. So go directly from right to left side. So lift it up, push your right hand by the hip, and start swinging. First the ayatoli, the figure 8. And remember to hold it at the end and not at the center. Switch direction after 4 of those, and then go to the outside after 4 of those. Switch direction, and then move to the
Getting
inside.
myself,
After 4 of those,
which is going to happen with weapons training.
for once up here, switching directions, you then grab on the first side, and we're back now on the right side. Now comes 3 different ways of catching your nunchaku. Now we've already done the first way, but we're gonna just practice that. 1,
There we
2,
go.
and after this second figure 8 swing, just grab it by the hip, just to practice that regular hip grab. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So my hand is by the hip, I open and I close, and I give it a little bit of tension so I can start using it.
Give
And
it a
then
little bit
my
more
next way of
lead.
catching it is
There we
again
go.
with a figure
It's a
8,
little better.
2 of those, and then I catch it, look, behind me. Again, I try to catch it close to the string, and then I give it some tension as I pull my hand and slide down. And now I'm switching. Left side, same thing. Grab it behind and give it a little bit of tension. This is a way of hiding your nunchaku. So imagine I am fighting somebody and they can't really see that I'm holding something until I swing it up and start using it. So you grab it there and then you do your reverse figure 8 on the right side immediately to practice the last way of catching, which is over the shoulder. This way. Requires a little bit of shoulder mobility to be able to reach. Then from here, I let go with my right hand, and I perform that same reverse figure 8 on the left side. 2 of those and grab it. And then give it a little bit of tension after you grab it. So you want to be able to strike from here. Because now comes the attacks.
Foam's a little
I'll do my first attack
more
with my
bouncy, a
right
little
hand,
harder to grip
and that's
than
an
wood
outside
or
swing
solid
to the
material.
inside. Just like this. I grab it and I switch and I do my left outside swing. Right hand goes to the hip. And I grab it. Then my right hand does the next attack,
That's a little more
which is
complicated.
an inside outside swing. Again, horizontal. I now switch behind my back and I do the same on the other side. Swing and switch. So those are shoot-out level, side swings.
Just
From
need to
here,
have
I
my hands a
switch
little
again.
further out, I
I
guess.
do a reverse figure 8 to get it to my over-the-shoulder position. And then I do a set of attacks that come down. 3 of them with the right side. The first is your classic overhead strike. Next is a quick short strike to the front. And now I've come to a different way of grabbing or catching your nunchaku, which is by the armpit on the same side. And this is how you would tuck it back if you have 2 of your nunchaku. Because you want to create that tension to be able to have some power.
Learning curve. This is outside my wheelhouse.
You can actually use your other hand as well to get even more tension into your nunchaku. So just squeeze your waki, your armpit, for that last attack, which is a quick snap.
catching it high
same
enough.
three movements on my left side. So reverse figure 8 just to get it up to the starting position. I grab it and create some tension for my first overhead strike. Big swing. Grab it by the hip and do the next attack. Back. Squeeze it by your armpit for your third short
Seems a little
snap.
bit better.
And those are your three straight on attacks.
Spoke too
Now I
soon.
grab it with my right because it's time to finish your Kihon pattern. I now perform a regular figure 8 and look, I grab it. So my whole Nunchaku is in my right hand. Yes, we finished.
It's going to take a little practice.
And we're back. And that concludes your Nunchaku Kihon.
Ayafuri, Junpo, Gyakuho, Sorakatawa Furi, Junpo, Gyakutu, Uchikatawa Furi, Suihei Furi, Ma Hikitori, Ushuro Hikitori, Kata Hikitori, Uchi Yoko Furi, Soto Yoko Furi, Kata Nobashi Tsuki, Koshi Nobashi Tsuki, Waki Nobashi Tsuki. And of course, I'm going to keep on practicing that because that just takes a bit to do. But I've done similar things like helicopter spin one side, helicopter spin to the other side using pole. That figure 8. I've done things where I've caught the pole in behind me, so kind of similar, maybe a little bit. It's a bit of a similar catch, or a catch like that. Catch with pole. Catch with pole. Catch with pole. Although the pole's not as flexible, obviously, as a Nunchaku. So some progress. That's not needs a lot of polishing by any means, but it's a good start, I think. Let's see.